bit. Someone else that we toured with 3 years ago
3 years ago.
in Turkey is Recep. And we spent a whole week with him, and it was a fabulous tour.
That's a picture of Anne with Recep at Ephesus, the ancient ruins of Ephesus in Turkey.
And so we talked to him earlier this week as well. So how hard is this for you personally? I mean, you're a tour guide. You've got no tourists.
We have had lots of crises in tourism in Turkey.
Yeah.
We had, like in 1999, we had an earthquake. Tourism, very bad. In 9/11 in New York, when you had these terrorist attacks, we had big trouble here in Turkey. 2015 terrorist attacks in Istanbul, we had problems. I think you came here in 2017.
We were there just 3 years ago.
3 years, yeah. 3 years ago.
Yeah, So there's always kind of a crisis in tourism. So Turkish tour guides generally immune to that.
You roll with the punches.
People save money somehow so that they're ready for what would you say, the crisis that are coming.
Right.
But this COVID is a little bit different than what it was.
This affects the entire world, and we don't know when it's going to end.
This is really a nuclear bomb in the world tourism.
No kidding.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, our tour of Turkey with you is one of my all-time favorite trips, really. I loved it. Not only were you great, but Turkey has so much to offer. There's so much history. It's so pretty.
Turkey, it's just right in the middle of happening.
Yeah. There's so many things. The Asia and the Middle East and Turkey was the crossroads of everything.
It's kind of an advantage when you have, when you just want to be in the middle of everything. But it's also a disadvantage if you don't want to be.
Well, you are kind of close to some hot spots like Syria and places like that. That's not always real good, but as long as you don't go there to your border there, the rest of the country is safe.
This is, and you've been to Iran, you know how it is here. And Turkey is just right. It's not like the Orient, but it's also not West. So it's in the middle.
So for people that are watching who have never been to Turkey, and maybe they've never had a tour guide, why should they go to Turkey, and why do they need a tour guide to see a country like yours?
When this is all over and they start coming back.
Yes.
Good. I always say this: efficient traveling and effective visiting, because people are, they just come, and if they just go to some places where they have no guide, generally they just hang around and they don't know what to do. And together with a local guide, then the guides want to show you the shortest, or how would you say, the most important part of the site. So
and the history.
Yeah, of course, the guides generally know the history.
Right.
And Turkey is beautiful in the sense, like, we have Hagia Sophia here.
Right.
And Hagia Sophia is a building 1,500 years old, and it's still standing. Or Ephesus.
Ephesus is amazing.
Love Ephesus.
The library. Plus, Ephesus is one of the 7 churches of Revelations. And it's not only because it's an historical site, but it has got some religious background.
Right.
Cappadocia, for example. Visit Cappadocia.
Oh, I love Cappadocia.
Capital of the world. I just call it like this. It's really like this. Almost every day, there are hot air balloons rising, 100 to 150 balloons a day.
Beautiful.
Early in the morning, all different colors.
Right.
It's unbelievable.
It's one of our all-time favorite things that we've done.
Everybody watching right now can see there are so many things to see in Turkey, and they can see how passionate you are about your country, and that's why we enjoyed our tour with you so much.
I'm lucky to be a guide in Turkey, and I am lucky to have you guys. I mean, you're beautiful people of America.
Well, we will come back. We'll come back someday, and we'll tour again with you, because we really did enjoy it a lot.
Yeah, and I would really be one of the happiest person in the world if you just come, and on behalf, I'll do free of charge.
Okay, you heard it.
Recep, thank you. It's great to see you again. Great to talk to you.
So nice to see you.
Good luck.
Take care of yourself.
Thank you.
Stay safe.
Thank you very much.
Okay, so we have a free tour in Turkey with Recep.
I would go back in a heartbeat.
Now, one of the things that we loved about touring with Recep so much was because we would spend evenings in the hotel bar with Recep.
Go to the bar with Recep. And there was another tour guide friend of his who was doing a religious tour, and a Christian religious tour of Turkey. And so the two of them would meet up, then we'd meet up with them, and we'd sit in the bar and talk about all kinds of stuff.
And they introduced us to the official drink, the official alcoholic drink of Turkey, which is Raki. R-A-K-I, Raki. And they call it lion's milk. And we'll show you why. Here it is.
Here it is.
In our shot glasses.
Pre-poured.
It's clear. But when you add
water
to it,
it turns white.
Yes.
Look at that.
There's your lion's milk. And you click the bottom glass.
Like that. And then you go right back.
Actually,
got a little hair in my chest.
I'll check that later to confirm. It's Raki is made with, I believe it's grape seed and aniseed. I'm not sure if it's available here in the United States, but
it's actually pretty good. It warms you all the way going down. And I think it's better than ouzo, because we didn't like ouzo.
Anything's better than ouzo.
That's the Greek drink. But
I'd rather have coronavirus than ouzo.
Yeah.
Oh, did I say?
That was a horrible thing to say.
That's right.
Oh, man.
Okay, I take that. That's the Rocky talking. Sorry.
Gosh.